Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode / tutorial of Cass Cooks Keto. I'm struggling today, hence the trackies, and I just don't give a shit. So sorry I'm not looking sexy for you all because it's that time. All I really want to do is curl up on the lounge and eat a bag of Doritos, and I can't. So in the absence of being able to do that, I'm going to be making my Keto Doritos. I'm going to go through two different ways to make it today, and I'm going to make both of them as well so that you can see what they look like. Om nom. And yeah, okay. We're going to do what we always do first, and that is preheat our oven. So we're going to come on over and we're going to set that to 180 degrees. Now to a bowl, I'm going to add in 1 cup of almond flour and 1 egg white. For an egg. Dish number 1. Uno dish. And we're just going to get in there with our hands and start mixing that around. So that's where it's at. Now I'm going to move that over onto my pre-prepared baking paper. I have 2 slices. It's going to go in between the two, like so. Grab my rolling pin. I bought it today because I have this other one. It was Wiltshire, it was rubbish. This one reminds me of what my mum used to have when I was growing up, and she'd be like making bread and biscuits and shit. The marble ones. They're so old school, I love it. Roll that out like so. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So now with that piece, keep that, line your baking tray with it. And then all we're gonna do now is start cutting. The purpose of this, I'm actually going to be cutting them into triangles to make Doritos. It doesn't matter if they're perfect or not, and it's not really going to matter too much. And so if you just want to do cracker, obviously like so. So now to that baking tray, just start peeling them up and popping them on. That's 1 tray. Beautiful. Alrighty, so now we're going to pop these into the oven. They're going to stay in the oven for anywhere from 12 to 15 minutes. Just make sure that you keep an eye on them. You do want them to go a nice golden brown. I usually find that at that 13-minute mark is where the sweet spot is, but every oven is a little bit different, so okay. Ordinarily, I would use the same dish, but Nick's doing them, so I am going to just do this over here. Shut your pie hole, please. So now that's in the oven, I'm going to start working on the next chip. So for that, I'm going to have 1 cup of mozzarella, and we're going to melt that in the microwave. This one I won't be doing with my hands because it's hot. To our cheese, which is mostly melted the way through. That's fine, I'm happy with that. I'm going to add in a 1/2 cup of almond meal. And we're going to mix that around to create our dough. About right. I'm happy with that. So that's what it's going to look like. And we're going to do exactly the same as what we did before. And we're going to pop that in between 2 pieces of parchment paper or baking paper. Now I did forget to mention that to both of the base mixtures before you roll them out and before you cut them and all that crap, that's the point where you're going to want to start adding in your flavors and all of your little bits and pieces. So generally speaking, salt, you'll want to pop that in there. Garlic even is also a great one. Oregano, you can add poppy seeds and whatever else it is that you want to do as well. So have fun, experiment. Why not? Okay. Now the cheese does make these ones a little bit stickier. And it sounds just like a song. See, these ones are so much easier to move with your hands. It's a completely different texture and it does create a completely different chip. These ones I find are much better if you're making nachos or something like that. They suit a lot better. The one that we just did, so they would be a lot better suited for your antipasto platters, or just to have alongside with cheese. Also, if you find that you like one in particular and you want to make more of it, all you have to do is just double the recipe. So I'm going to pop those over to the side while we wait. Perfect. Very good. I should have done that when I was making them. So learn from my mistake because I forgot. So now I'm going to put my second lot of biscuits in. Anywhere from 12 to 15 minutes. And that's about where it's at, okay? Stop eating them. We have to wait for the other Chippies. Om nom. You can see with these ones, and you'll notice the difference when I show you the others, they are a lot more, stop! They are a lot more like the texture of a crisp bread. I didn't like them at first, I'm not gonna lie. When I first made them, I had them and I thought that it was a little bit odd. And I know that that's not the right thing to say because you guys are like, Cassandra, why are you telling us to eat like crap? That's the first bite because obviously when you have it, you're expecting it to, or you're wanting to satisfy that craving for a chip. It's not that. But I think it took me 2 or 3, and definitely when I put it with a dip, holy crap, it was a game changer. And so that's why I wanted to make this one for you guys and show you, because ordinarily I was always using that mozzarella cheese option. That was the first one that I made and I absolutely loved it and I thought it was great. So, but I think this one is a really good serious contender. And if you want to add in some nuts, you know, as I said, or even like seeds, poppy seeds, sesame seeds to make it more of like a seedy cracker. Oh, it's amazing. Honestly, I absolutely love it. Om nom nom. Stop eating them. Get out of it. So I was planning on doing both eating things at the same time, but I can't wait. And Nick keeps eating them, so I'm gonna end up with none if I literally wait for those to finish. So here we go. Om nom. So I've got some avocado dip. They're so good. Like, I'm actually in love. I think I actually prefer them to our originals, to the OGs. And some salsa. Om nom. There is a little bit of a slight chalkiness, but I mean, it's completely forgiven by the fact that, you know, it's keto, so. Definitely your antipasto. You want that. These ones on the same plate too. Round 2. All right, so these ones, so if you have a nice close zoom in, I don't know if you can see, but it's a lot more airy. They do pop up, so you'll see that they're not as flat and dense as the crisp bread. This is why I think these are a much better suited accompaniment to nachos, personally. Yeah, that's good. It's a tough one because I really like the crisp bread, like a lot, but these are hard to beat, I tell you that much. It's really important that when you're rolling them out, that you get them the right thickness. You don't want them too thin. You don't want them overly thick either. You know, it's like Goldilocks, mate. And so there you have it. The long-awaited crispy Chippies. Om nom. So thank you all for joining me today. I hope you enjoy the Keto Doritos, whichever one you prefer. If you try them, make sure you let me know. I think they're amazing. If you like the video, just make sure you obviously like and subscribe. And yeah, interact with me, guys. I'm like lonely. I need friends, okay? So like comment and stuff. No, I'm joking. But yeah, hope you enjoy. Bye. Mwah. No rest for the wicked. I'm gonna make